My baby ears are doing a lot today, but it's okay. So as you can probably see from the title, today's video is going to be a chit chat get ready with me. This look, I don't know what I'm going to do for this look yet, but I'm going to be using some new stuff that I've got past few weeks. I'm probably going to make like a fall look. And I'm just going to be telling you guys a little bit about me, because I've never really introduced myself on this channel yet. Like, you guys don't really know me like that. You know what I mean? I don't think I know how to talk and do my eyebrows, so I'm probably just gonna skip past this part. I already have an eyebrow tutorial on my channel anyways. So my brows are done, and for foundation. For primer, I'm gonna be using this Embryolisse primer that I got from iMats. I'm not a big primer person. I haven't yet found a primer that like does a whole lot to my skin. For foundation, I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty No Filter foundation, obviously. I haven't used any foundation since I got this. I use the color 440. Yeah, I use the color 440. I don't like to distribute the product with my beauty blender because I feel like it soaks up too much of the product. So I'm going to use a brush. I'm just going to distribute it all over my face. Hopefully none of my hair gets into my foundation. And I'm just gonna go over close to my brows. Okay guys, so as I said in the beginning of this video, I feel like I've never introduced myself on my YouTube channel before. I just started making videos and nobody really knows who I am. I feel like my subscribers should know a little bit about me. So my name is Mojola, obviously. Mojola B. B is for my last name. Most people just call me MJ because my full name is Mojola Jesu. It's a Nigerian name. It's Yoruba. It means, honestly, Nigerian people are gonna go after me if I get this wrong. But I'm pretty sure it means enjoying the grace of God. Now that's all blended in. I think it's all blended in. For concealer, I'm going to be using the NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer in the color Almond. Now, one of my subscribers actually requested me to review this, and honestly, I get like such a high when people request me to review something or do a certain look. So I had to go out and buy it. I've actually tried this concealer before when I first started wearing makeup, and I think it was the first concealer I bought before I started using MAC Pro Longwear. And honestly, back then I didn't really like it. I think it might have to do with the fact that I didn't know how to use it. I would blend the concealer right after I applied it. I think you have to let it dry down a little bit to get a little bit thicker and like more full coverage, but I didn't feel like it was worth the price. So this was $37 Canadian, 29 US dollars. I like the color of it, but I don't know, I don't feel like it's better than, I think it comes close to Tarte Shape Tape, but I still don't think it's better than MAC Pro Longwear. It really is creamy though. So far I've worn it like for the days that I'm not really wearing makeup, for my no makeup days. I like my under eyes to be full coverage even if I'm not wearing a lot of makeup, even if the rest of my face isn't full coverage. I don't know if that makes any sense. It gives me anxiety with this little bottle because I feel like this can run out so fast and I won't be able to scrape out or see how much is really inside here, which is why I don't really like this packaging. It's an easy application though, and the color is really nice. So I'm gonna let that dry a little bit, but I'm gonna blend out my forehead first because I don't want any lines to stay on my forehead. So as I was saying, I am 23 years old, years young. I'm turning 24 in December. I was born in Nigeria and I came to Canada when I was 4 years old. So if you guys can do the math, what year is that? I don't know why that's so hard for people to believe that I was born in Nigeria. So why don't you have an accent, huh? Like, what? Yeah, so I came here with my family when I was 4 years old, and I've lived in Canada my whole life. I remember when I first started this channel, I didn't really tell people about it because I wanted to look at it sort of like my own personal diary, to see how I was. Okay, yeah, I really like how this blends out once you let it dry down a little bit. Yeah, it is really creamy under the eye. This is really nice. I remember when I first got it, it would really crease a lot under the eye, and I didn't really like that because I didn't know about like setting your makeup yet. So I'm going to set my under eye with this Laura Mercier powder. Most of the time I mix this. I don't know if I should use this or the banana powder. I feel like the banana powder kind of gives a little bit of flashback. For today we'll use Laura Mercier. Sometimes I mix this with the midnight powder in the color Topaz just to give a more yellow tint. The thing I like about this powder is that it gives absolutely no flashback, even if you put a whole lot. Yes, so as I was saying, I first started this channel, and as it grew, as I started to make more and more videos, I realized I could really like it, so I started to market my channel and tell people more about it, like post it on Facebook and Instagram and Snapchat and stuff. So I've only really been like telling people about it for the past maybe like 6 months. It's really hard to get out of your shell. Like a lot of people have the phobia of like people just knowing about like your personal life and like what you do and like how you are. Like there's a lot of people in this world that don't want you to like be great. You know what I mean? They don't want you to do better than them, especially people from high school. They don't really want you to do better than them. They don't want to see you doing good. People act like they want to see you doing good, but really they're hoping that you don't do good or you don't do as good as them. That's just how the world works. But you know, sometimes you just have to say whatever, like who cares? Like, the best thing to do is really just focus on yourself. I'm looking for my contour stick, and to contour I'm going to be using this black opal stick in the color Suede Mocha. I can't even contour my forehead because my frontal. Yeah, so in my fancy review, I mentioned that I work in marketing and advertising. So a lot of people had a question about that, like what exactly I do in that area. So I'll tell you guys a little bit about that. Yeah, I'm young. I graduated from university officially. I walked on stage 2016, June of 2016. I have to think about it. June of 2016. I was done all my courses in December of 2015. Graduated almost 2 years ago. I graduated with honors in visual arts, so I'm an artsy girl. Yeah, I'm currently working at a startup company as a creative director slash lead designer slash marketing lead. My official role is the creative director, but if anybody knows anything about working at startup companies, especially smaller startup companies, most people take on more than one role. So how I got this job, funny story, way before I graduated, in my final year, I didn't really know what I wanted to do after graduation. I was pretty lost. Like even starting my program, I didn't really know exactly what I wanted to do with it. I remember being in careers class in high school, and I thought, oh, okay, I think I'll be an art director. I didn't even know what that meant. I just know it sounded cool and I'm good at art. So I went to university for arts, and by 3rd and 4th year, I think a lot of people go through the same thing where like real life actually sets in and you think, okay, what am I gonna do with this degree? Like how am I gonna like make money once I'm done school? Like you've been in school for 20 years of your life, and then you realize you're about to graduate. Like what am I gonna do when I'm out of school? And I'm Nigerian, so my mom works in the healthcare industry and my dad works in IT. So my parents were trying to give me ideas of like what to do. I have an older brother who's also in the healthcare industry, so I'm kind of like the different one. But everybody's always like kind of accepted my artistic abilities. Really, it's not like they really necessarily tried to push me to do anything that I didn't want to do. It was just that they I didn't know what I wanted to do. I completely forgot that I got this new brush from Morphe, this foundation brush, and I forgot to use it. I was supposed to use it for my foundation, but so they just kind of saw that I didn't really know what I wanted to do, and they wanted to help me figure it out. The summer before my final year, I was seriously thinking about just dropping out and becoming a nurse, because nursing is the type of career that you're for sure gonna have a job once you're finished, but people fail to realize that, like, I don't know, it's not like easy. Even going to nursing school is not easy at all. It's just that it's a career that you can go into and know that once you do the work and you come out, you're gonna get a job for sure. And it's not always bedside nursing, so that's why I was kind of contemplating it, but I knew that it wasn't something that I wanted to do. It's just that I was so confused and I was thinking about all these things. Anyway, so I told my parents I'm gonna drop out of school and apply to nursing school. My parents were like, no, just finish your degree. It's better to have one degree than no degree. Listen to your parents. I'm so glad I listened to them on that part at least. The story goes on. So they were like, you can still apply, but apply to start once you're graduated. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to do another year of this and not do anything with it, and then go to nursing school, like whatever. And in my head I was calculating, oh my god, by the time I graduate I'm gonna be 22, then I'm gonna go back to school for 4 years, and I'm gonna be 26. So it was really getting to me. The chair is like making too much noise. By the way, I prime my eyes with this Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion, the anti-aging one. I like this stuff a lot. I feel like it makes your eyeshadow way more pigmented, especially if you let it dry a little bit. So another new product that I'm going to be using is the Morphe Jaclyn Hill. Oh no, why is it dirty? I didn't even see the bag. Ooh, this is kind of cute. Got this on the last restock. I don't know how many restocks they've done, but I remember when it first came out, I was like, I'm not gonna get this. Like, I don't like gimmicky stuff. I haven't even opened it yet. Oh, this is really pretty. This is so pretty. The more I kept seeing pictures of the palette and the colors in it, I was like, okay, this is definitely like a fall palette. I think I might need it. This palette is dedicated to all my loving subscribers. Am I even subscribed to her? I don't even know. Okay, this is actually really pretty. I don't know, I'm just gonna like freestyle as I go on. As I was saying, I was getting ready to apply for nursing school. So I applied for nursing school at this college that's close to my house, and it was taking a really long time for me to get my application letter. And it was weird because, like, I'm a university graduate, so I was thinking, why haven't they like accepted me into the pre-nursing program? And I kept going back there and they wouldn't tell me the reason why. Like, I kept going back there. So by December of 2015, I had finished all my courses for my undergrad. This has like no fallout. I love it. Like, I'm tapping it and it's picking up, but it's not like falling out too much. I love that. Okay, so I was planning on starting my nursing program by January of 2016, and I didn't get admission yet. So we went there right before January, and mind you, we've talked to them before and they were like, oh, don't worry, you're gonna get admission, you're gonna get admission. So I go there and they're like, oh, it's because you're not coming from high school, so you didn't send your transcript. And it's just like, okay, so why are you guys telling me this now? Like, we've came here to see if we're doing anything wrong so many times, and you guys didn't tell us anything. And now you guys are all of a sudden saying, oh yeah, it's because you didn't give us a transcript. Like, oh, well, it's too late, so you're gonna have to apply for next year. I was like sad, but kind of happy at the same time, because I really didn't want to go to nursing school. I was just doing it to like do something, because I don't want to just like be sitting at home and like being confused. I remember my mom was like mad that I missed that step, but then she thought about it and she's like, honestly, there might be a reason as to why you didn't get admission. Like, this kind of seems like fate. And I was like, I think so too. So even though I didn't get admission to the nursing school, while I was applying for nursing school, I was also looking at web design programs in Toronto. I was interested in web design. I hadn't learned any HTML, CSS, anything like that before. I thought, oh, this would be like a cool skill, an interesting skill to have to build on my artistic abilities. And so I got into this private web design school downtown Toronto, and I also got a scholarship for it. And I remember, but it actually was gonna be the same time my nursing school started. Sorry guys, I'm sick. So it was kind of like a conflict as to like which one should I do. I don't know, and I guess God kind of picked for me. I'm really just building that. I really love the new formula of the shadow. I can tell that there's a big difference. It's really a lot more high pigmented than my Morphe 35O, and there's like no fallout. Yeah, there's like no fallout. This is really nice. I hope that all of the Morphe shadows are gonna be this nice continuing on. But I hope they don't raise the price for every palette to be $38 because I don't know about all that. So I started at the web design school and I was just going there. I had finished my undergrad at this point and I was working at a nonprofit part-time. 2 weeks into starting my web design school, a family friend introduced me to who is now my boss, and he offered me a job as a lead designer in his company. I had to basically like create a presentation as to what I could do with my skills and how I could be an asset and all that blah, blah, blah. So I got the job and that grew into me becoming the creative director of his company. So now I've been working there for almost 2 years. I started February of 2015 or 2016. I started February of 2016. So it'll be 2 years that I've been working there in February, and I've learned so much. And honestly, that just goes to show sometimes you try to make your own path in life because you're scared of what could or couldn't happen, even though you know what you're good at. Any type of creative career path is a lot harder to get into because it's so competitive and there's not that many high-paying jobs in those career paths. This is a Morphe M138 brush. I think the real trick to doing eyeshadow is that you really have to take your time. I'm going to be using this NYX Paint Pot. This is in the color Skin Tone, but this is not my skin tone. Now I'm taking a flatter brush, like this random brush, I don't know where this is from, and I'm gonna take the color Creamsicle. So as I was saying, this honestly just goes to show that like you can try to make your own plans without God and just try to do your own thing, but at the end of the day, what's meant for you is gonna be for you. What is supposed to happen to you will happen to you. Sometimes you really just can't try to make your own career path because it just won't work out without praying about it first, without asking God about what is actually meant for your life. Because a lot of people fail to realize that your life is already planned out before you were born. God already has a plan for you. What career you're gonna have, who you're gonna marry, everything. My outer corner. So there's a little bit of fallout on my face, but not much. So I think I just, under my eye right here, I'm gonna go in with that same color Roxanne. So what I mainly do at work is I manage the designers, but I also get to work with the advertising team, the marketing team, and some of the front-end developers. It's really fun. I really enjoy it. What I love the most about it is that I really get to use my artistic and creative abilities along with the technical side of things. To anybody who's like me, who is an artist, I would say that really build on your technical abilities. Learn how to make websites, learn how to code, learn how to do things that won't just beef up your resume. Keep on working because listen, no one's really just gonna pick you up and hand you a job. You gotta make yourself look good in front of employers. You gotta seem like, what can you do for their company? Yeah, you're creative, but what other skills do you have? I would advise people to continually just keep working on yourself, keep working on your brand. Everybody is a brand, you know what I'm saying? The more skills, learn how to use Photoshop, learn how to use Illustrator. Even if you're not a trained graphic designer, but you're just an artist, it helps. Everything is moving digitally, so you need to know, you need to have certain skills in order to get certain types of jobs. That's just how it is. I honestly feel like when I record myself doing stuff, I do it better because the pressure is on to not mess up. If I just mess up the eyeshadow, I would have been pissed. I would have been pissed. On my channel, I'm about to be vlogging a whole lot more. This is not just a makeup channel, I guess. I'm just gonna be showing you guys my life basically, and like just a little bit about me and what I do. I feel like I have a lot of knowledge to share. Oh no, I just like ripped off like the end of this lash. This is why you don't do OCD when you're taking off the glue on the lashes. But I just feel like I have a lot of knowledge to share. People ask me questions about a lot of things and I can answer them in my vlogs. But yeah, I just want to be uploading content a lot more. So I'm gonna start doing a lot more vlogs. I'm probably gonna drop one right after I drop this video. Highlighter today, I'm going to be using Sugar Daddy by Artist Couture. This is their Diamond Glow Powder. This is like a really small sample size that I got in a set. Honestly, I just take what's out of the lid. Let me just put a little bit more in the lid because this stuff goes a long way. Like there's so much in here. So pretty. My camera keeps shutting off, so I don't know what part it shut off at. But I put some highlighter. I don't know why I feel like putting it at the bottom of right in my inner corner. I feel like this brush is too big. Yes, it is. Ooh. Like I don't even need to wet it, but if I did wet it. Okay. I'm also gonna put some in my brow bone, or on my brow bone, whatever. You guys know what I mean. Great. I'm always buying brown lip liners because I don't know why. I need to just go to MAC and buy chestnut or find a chestnut dupe, but there's something about spending $20 on a lip liner that I just don't want to do. Oh my god, I love this. I love this. You know when you have a lip liner and you feel like you're just like dragging it on your lips because it's so dry? This isn't one of those. And I swear this was like $3 or $4. So must stop. This is MAC Derriere. And this lipstick was in the Nicki Minaj times MAC collection. I love it. Like this is the only thing I bought from the collection. I feel like this is a black girl nude. Everyone was complaining that Nicki's collection was like too light and it wasn't catered for black girls, but I mean, Nicki's not that dark, so I can see why. But I can also see why people were complaining because they feel like she should have catered to dark skinned girls, and then this is like the only nude I feel like looks good on me without a lip liner. Nude lipstick, anybody can wear nude lipstick as long as you put a brown lip liner. If you don't want to look like a crackhead. This is Fix Plus. no matter how long I'm wearing the makeup for. I'm going to usually spray it with some Urban Decay all-nighter spray. I love this stuff. As you can see, this big bottle is like almost done, and I'm scared to buy more because it's like 50 bucks. This is the finished look, guys.